episode of Cooking Tales with Savannah Sauce Company. Today we're on location at 238 Eisenhower Drive in Savannah, Georgia at the Unforgettable Bakery and Eatery. Today we'll be making shrimp po' boys. We're going to be using a very special sauce. This is Tiger's Awesome Sauce, which we created for the Savannah State University School of Business. The proceeds from this sauce actually goes back to the university to fund microloans for students in the program. Today we'll be also using pickles. This is a Haitian favorite garnish, which is kind of spicy. And we'll also be using Haitian apis, as well as Goya adobo. And we've got some fresh shrimp from Whole Foods Market. This is some of the freshest seafood on the face of the planet. And we'll also be using some Dijon mustard. And we've got 2 eggs, a little cornmeal, lemons, some fresh greens and tomatoes from Whole Foods. And we've got the famous Haitian baguettes made right here at Unforgettable Bakery and Eatery.
My name is Belinda Baptist with Unforgettable Bakery and Cafe on Eisenhower, 238 Eisenhower Drive, Savannah, Georgia. And it is my pleasure today to just come and demonstrate with my friend Mike Roberson with Savannah Sauce Company, demonstrating how to make shrimp po' boy. So it is our version, but this sauce right here, Mike is giving away all the proceeds of this amazing sauce to Savannah State students, the business school at Savannah State. And so we're going to be using that as our sauce. And then we're going to make the shrimp po' boy. We're going to use the Haitian baguette that is made right here. And then here we go. We're going to start. This is very simple and very, very quick and easy to make, if you will, okay? Now, this shrimp here is from Whole Food Market that we bought. It's about a pound of shrimp. You're going to wash it and you're going to drain it. And I am Haitian. And Haitian, whatever we cook with our épices. The épices is a marinade of like fresh herbs. And we put that in everything that we cook. So that is our recipe. And so I'm going to take some of that. I'm going to dump it in the shrimp. I'm going to use a little adobo. That's one of my favorite spice seasoning. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of it. And when you cook, really, you don't want to overpowering your food with like seasoning or salt, because it takes away from this amazing sauce. You just want to put a little bit. And so when you combine everything together, it just gives you that amazing taste that you're looking for. So never really over put any seasoning or spices in your food. This is that good old plain garlic. I could also use fresh garlic. You could use fresh garlic. And again, if you're a good cook, when somebody gives you a recipe, you make it your own. You just make it your own. You have to, you know. It's like we're making this shrimp po' boy our own. You can do your own also. But you normally also use fresh garlic. So I sprinkle a little bit, not a lot, a little bit, okay? And then I just love to cook with mustard. I just put mustard and stuff. There's something about mustard that gives a little sort of like tangy or whatever taste, but I love it. So I'm going to put a little bit, again, a little bit of that in there, okay? And that's all we have. No salt, it's just the adobo, the garlic, and the little épices. The épices is just a staple in the Haitian cuisine. If you don't know how to make that, then you know, you're in trouble. But it's also very easy. And look at this amazing shrimp. Look at that. With our little épices, our little adobo, and also our garlic powder. That's what's in there. And I'm telling you, it smells so yummy already. Look at that. So yummy. Okay? Alright. So that's our shrimp right here. That's prepared. So we put that aside. And then over here, what I have here is 1/4 cup of flour and 1/4 cup of cornmeal. It's great. It's maï moulin if you're Haitian, but anyway, it's cornmeal. Okay, so you mix that together. Okay, and in that I'm gonna add a little seasoning. I'm gonna add a little adobo. Now you could add black peppers. That would probably be good. But again, I don't like to over season my food because I wanna taste this when I eat and put all that together. I want to, that good flavor, so I put a little bit in there. Okay. Right in here in the bag. I'm gonna take my egg. I'm gonna coat my shrimp with the egg. Smells really good, you guys. Smells really good. And I'm gonna take this, right? I'm gonna coat it with this. Again, if you like a lot more flour, I don't like a whole lot of flour. You can add more. You can do 1 cup of cornmeal and 1 cup of flour. But with me, I just want to coat it a little bit so that when we fry it, it just give us that a lot of minutes and do a lot of good. So that I'm gonna close that and I'm gonna shake it. I bet you could use also a paper bag. I'm big on using what I have. Okay. So now our shrimp is ready to be fried. So stay tuned, we're gonna be frying it and we're gonna come back and show you. We're ready to put our sandwich together. So what I really like about that using the cornmeal is that the crunch, the extra crunchiness it adds to the shrimp, and also it just coated really well. So you put the combination of the flour with it's a good combination. So you would want to do that. But look at the shrimp, not overcooked because then it gets chewy. You want your sandwich to be nice and yummy. So the shrimp is not overdone, you know. And so that's it. But what 5 minutes? But use the peanut oil in 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, I should say. That will be done. So the most exciting part, and Mike, you get to try that, and Bailey, you get to try this amazing sandwich. But what I really will say is that the shrimp is not overpowering because we leave it for the sauce to do the job. Because the sauce will do the job of adding that extra kick or that extra yumminess that you want in that, okay? So that would be really good with it also. It would also be good with the French baguette. And so your choice, whatever bread you like. You could even make this into a wrap. This is how your brain should work when you see food. That would be probably really good with a wrap. You know, so whatever you really want as you're doing this at home, you want to be sort of like think about how you want to eat it that day. Honestly, that could be also a salad, and then use the sauce as your dressing. So whatever you want, that's what you do. But I want people to think that when somebody gives you a recipe, make it your own. I'm big on that, you know, because I'm never gonna use a recipe that I take. I'm gonna make it Belinda's. So make it your own, okay? By the way, I have a friend who had asked me to make a pound cake, her grandmother pound cake, and she said, "Belinda, I know you're gonna change it." And I said, I promise I will not change it. But I really would have changed it after I saw how it came out. But I have a feeling that I'm going to do the light of mine. Or I'm going to do the double side of mine. All right, Mike. Go ahead and do your thing. Now, this is our sandwich. We're just going to use our hand. It's okay. When you're home, you probably that's what you're going to do because we wash our hands. We've been washing our hands. Okay, Mike. Go ahead and then
so get some lettuce.
Uh-huh.
A lot of lettuce.
It's a lot of lettuce, yeah. And then I
some. It's a waste, but
here. And then
I got some tongs.
yeah, get your tongue.
It's a little hot, but
It's hot.
it worth it.
Yeah.
Put it in. Man, so together. Ooh, this is a lot of singles, guys. Perfecto. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Savannah Sauce Company Cooking Tales. If you'd like to purchase any of the products that you've seen today, please reach out to the Unforgettable Bakery and Cafe at unforgettablebakeryandcafe.com or TigerCoMarketing.com for the Tiger Sauce. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.